everyone, I'm Cincotta, and this month I want to talk to you about standing out from the crowd. Listen, we live, breathe, sweat, dream, whatever word, adjective you want to come up with in a competitive landscape. There's no way around it. Those of you who are thinking that as a photographer or creative, or you're getting frustrated because you're seeing competitors eat your market share, man, stop getting mad at them and ask yourself, what are you doing to stand out from the crowd? You know, 5 years ago, what I had to do to stand out from the crowd was different than 10 years ago, than is different than today. To stand out from the crowd, we gotta be different, we gotta be extraordinary. You can't just keep doing the same shit and thinking you're going to dominate your market. So if you're sitting there pissed off because photographers are eroding the bottom of the market, let's be honest, we all know that's what we're talking about. I hear it every day from photographers. Oh, every day there's a new photographer. Oh, they're charging, they're doing Groupon. Hey man, my clients are not on Groupon. Are your clients on Groupon? If they are, that's the problem. Why are you being a bottom feeder? Why are you competing for the low end of the market if that's not where you want to be? So if you're sitting there going, well, Sal, I can't charge more money. Nobody wants to pay more money. Bullshit, man. People are willing to pay more money. We see it every day. Who's buying the Mercedes-Benzes, the BMWs, the Louis Vuittons, the Gucci? I mean, does everybody go to McDonald's? Does everybody shop at Walmart? I don't think so. So you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to stand out from the crowd? Not only what are you willing to do, what are you doing? And if you're not doing anything, you can't be surprised every single day that you're getting your ass handed to you. So here's a simple formula. One, assess the landscape. Every industry, man, we don't have to be just talking about photography. Every industry, okay? Even within our industry, whether you're a lighting manufacturer, a reflector manufacturer, a camera manufacturer, there are gaps in the market. Assess the landscape. What is it that clients want? What are they lacking? What do they need? What do they hope to get? What's that next thing they're willing to pay more money for? If you're not doing that, if you're not operating, looking for what they're willing to pay more money for, that's why your business is struggling. So you have to step back and take an honest look at the landscape. And I'm saying this and I'm laughing inside at the same time, because I remember a day where photographers would say, you don't understand, Sal, all clients want are the digital files. Not my clients. So how am I finding all these magical clients who want an album? They want an album. They want a high-end album, not a low-end book that they can get from Shutterfly. They want a high-end album. My clients want that. Maybe it's because I show it to them. Maybe it's because I explain to them the value of having that album. But if you're not doing these things and you just keep assuming, that's part of the problem. So look for the gaps. What are the gaps in the marketplace? And I guarantee you there are gaps in the marketplace, every single industry. If you're a dentist, if you're a lawyer, if you're an insurance salesman, car salesman, photographer, there are gaps in the marketplace that your customers are looking for that next level of service, that next level of product. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a high volume photography studio. If that's what you are, go after it. Balls to the wall, go after it. But if you're a single artist, single entrepreneur, you don't have all that time. So if I were gonna launch a studio with 10 photographers under me, yeah, of course, I'm probably gonna go after the high volume, but I'm one photographer. So I've gotta be a little bit more exclusive. I've gotta charge more. I've gotta offer more. And those are the things that I'm looking for, the gaps in the marketplace. What do clients want? How can I fill that gap, whether it's better service, better product, right? These are the ways you're gonna stand out from the crowd. Identify your strengths. You gotta be doing something, right? What is it you're good at? Just taking pictures? Just using your camera? Is that what you're good at? I'm a people person, Sal. What is it you're good at? What is it I'm gonna be willing to pay you money for? More money than your competitors. Something I think I'm good at, believe it or not. I'm a people person. People love interacting. I love interacting with people. And so that is part of what I'm selling to them. Who do you want with you on your wedding day for 8 hours? Do you want somebody who's just gonna stay in a corner, talk to themselves, be super shy, introverted, not talk to your group? Or do you want somebody around you for 8 to 10 hours who's gonna enjoy your company, you're gonna enjoy their company, they're gonna interact with your group, they're gonna have fun with each other? What is it you want? I know that's one of my strengths. I use it to my advantage. The quality of products, I know that's one of my strengths. I use it to my advantage. And so you've gotta ask yourself, what is it you're good at, and how do we market that? Because if you're not marketing what you're good at and you're just a guy or a girl with a camera, well, everybody's a guy or girl with a camera. Grandma at the wedding I was at last weekend, standing in the middle of the aisle with her iPad, she's pretty good at it with her camera too. And so you have to ask yourself, what are you good at? What's your strength? And how do you capitalize on that strength? How do you market that strength? to your audience. You've got to let them know it's your strength. You can't hope they assume or figure it out. You've got to lead with that. Here's what I'm good at. Here's what I bring to the table. Here's what you're paying me for. And if it has anything to do with your camera, equipment, gear, or any of that other nonsensical bullshit, you're going to lose out. You've got to lead with a strength that is tangible and a strength that is relevant to your client. You can't offer them something they don't care about, right? Well, one of my strengths is I carry a flashlight. Nobody gives a shit if you're carrying a flashlight, right? So you got to figure out what matters to your client. And then finally, execute. That's where we all fail. Almost all entrepreneurs, especially artists, are horrible at execution. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. You're all over the place because you can't focus on a task. Hire help, get an assistant, get summer interns, do whatever you have to do so that you're focusing on the tasks that matter. Execute, execute, execute. So you could have all these grandiose ideas, but I guarantee you many of you watching this and listening to this are going, fuck, he's right, I don't execute. I'm missing on those key steps. So having all these great ideas in your head without a team around you to execute is a pitfall, and it could be disastrous to your business. So I hope this helps motivate you. I'm telling you, there's money to be made out there in our industry. I'm an active photographer. I'm still making a living and making income as a professional photographer. You can do it. Stop convincing yourself it can't be done. Stop convincing yourself you've hit a ceiling. Stop convincing yourself that the world is against you. I promise you, if you put your mind to it, you get out there and you execute, you can be successful as well. Good luck.